Welcome to another episode of Kamado Turk Bbq. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for subscribing to my channel and liking those videos. I've also got an Instagram page now. It's called Kamado Turk Bbq. Please follow that as well and start liking my content. Today we're going to be doing a whole chuck. I would like to go for a brisket, but the issue that I have at the moment is that, you know, for a massive chunk of brisket, we need a lot more people coming around. And unfortunately at the moment, I don't have that many friends. No, I'm joking. But what I wanted to do was, I wanted to get a whole chuck on because I wanted something that I can do more on a regular basis between, you know, 2 or 3 people, and not have to do a full pack of brisket every single time. The taste really good, nice and tender, beefy flavors that you're gonna get. And it's got that amazing intermuscular fats that's running all across the meat. I think this will be an ideal candidate for a good roast. And as you know, the Americans use this as a pot roast. I think this will be perfect on a Kamado barbecue. So, what we're gonna do today, the plan is, as you can see, put this onto the Kamado at a low and slow temperature. The aim is to be about 110 degrees Celsius, 120 degrees Celsius. I'm expecting this to be about a 6-hour cook, and around halfway through, if we hit that temperature of 65 to 70 degrees with a nice bark all over the meat, we wrap it up in butcher's paper and we chuck it back in there until we reach that internal temperature of 95 degrees Celsius, at which the meat should be extremely tender. And, you know, all you need to do is get like a toothpick, push it through, and if it's going through the meat really easily, then you know you're at that right temperature to take it off the heat. At which, what you'll do is then, you'll put it into somewhere to rest, at least 30 to 45 minutes. I like to do it a bit longer, maybe an hour. And then once you unwrap, it should be unbelievable. I'm planning to slice this. Obviously, what you do is you slice this against the grain. So as you can see over here, we can see the grains going this way. However, as this is a chuck, the grains could go a separate way on the second half of this. You've got a lot of that fat going through over here. So we'll just have to see. This is the first time I'm doing a chuck, but I really do believe this will be really good. I've heard that because there's a lot of this internal fat, it does get a bit rich and a bit too much to eat. But actually, I think this is actually okay. Like I said, I can see those nice fats running through the meat. In terms of seasoning, I've actually created my own blend. It's been about 2-3 weeks ago I created this blend, and I've used it on a few things. I've used it on like steak. I've actually used it even on chicken, but I think it's going to go really good on this beef. And what's in it is we've got coffee, ground coffee. We've got paprika. We've got cayenne pepper in this. We've got cumin. We've got salt, we've got pepper, and we've got some sugar. I'll put the details in the comments on the description of the video so you can see exactly how much I've used for. But I really do like this, and if you know, like, when you smell it, it does have that nice little heat that comes from, you know, from the pepper and also the cayenne, but also a bit of sweetness that comes from the paprika and also the coffee. It's just, I think it's a really good blend for a good roast. So before we go on there, I'm just going to rub on the mustard for a binding sauce. This won't change the flavour of the meat. All that would happen is that, you know, it gives a nice, it's a nice thing to use to get the rub to stick onto the meat. And also, just to add on there as well, I will be probably spritzing the meat every hour or so, just so that it keeps it moist. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's the first time I'm doing it, so I'm just gonna give it a go. But I do think this will be great. It's 2.2 kg, this size over here, and I paid £16 for it, which is so cheap when you think about what you spend on, you know, other things. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll give this a go, and I'll show you how to set up your Kamado and also get the meat onto the grill. See you in a bit. Okay guys, so here we have it. Cooked this for 5 hours in low and slow. We waited for that bark to nicely get into that around 65 degrees Celsius. And at one point we took it out, we wrapped up with some parchment paper, and then back in there, I cranked up the temperature to about 150 degrees, and then let that temperature raise to about 95 till it hits that nice tender fall apart temperature. And then we're taking it out, wrapped up again, and then put it into the cooler. Taking it out after about half an hour, 45 minutes rest. And I'm telling you, this looks gorgeous. So I'm just gonna go in there and give it a nice little cut and have a look what we've got inside. Oh, guys, check that out. Oh, the juices that are coming out from this and the smell. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm just gonna give this a taste. Oh. The rub is phenomenal, honestly. And not only that, it's really good. Like the chuck, it's got that right amount of beefiness to it, and it's got that softness as well. Oh, this is beautiful. Guys, honestly, I'm just gonna cut up some more because this is something you could easily do instead of a brisket. Oh, you could probably even cut these up and put it back in and do burnt ends. Put some barbecue sauce on it. Look at that, it's just falling apart. It's great. It's absolutely amazing. It's got a great little smoke ring on it as well. Oh yeah. Got a bit of juices here. Oh my God. 100% recommend it. Guys, oh look at these juices. Alright, thank you for watching. 100% subscribe and we'll follow this channel. I'm telling you, we'll do some more beautiful cooks and see you next time.